Hello and welcome to Minor Plays a Random Game. Let's go. Right, this one is Coastal. I'll just say the settings that I've got it on again. 1v1v1, everyone's against each other, it's on hard. Random civilization, so I'm playing as the Byzantines. Green is Turks as Alp Arslan, and red is Britain's Henry Bolingbroke. Never heard of him. Quite an unusual surname. Anyway, the idea with Coastal is you're on a sort of island, lots of water around. Now, all the coastal maps that I've played always seem to have just a little bit of joined up land to the edge here. So I don't actually know whether don't actually know if there are any maps that don't have it. So if we have a look at my fog of war, I'm just scouting around trying to find a good place to wall off, because if you have a look, I'm actually unfortunately situated quite far out. Green is quite fortunate, they'll be able to create a bit of a wall there, a bit more of a wall here, and then probably just a wall down around here, so they'll be able to have a good wall. Red, it's okay, but me, I would have to create one that goes round the outside unless I created a huge wall. So if I just keep myself on fog of war just to start things off. So the idea of Coastal is that it's similar to Baltic, I guess, except the land's on the inside as opposed to the outside, and vice versa with the water. So you get, obviously small wood patches around. Here we go, I'm starting to wall off. Yeah, small wood patches around. You've got plenty of gold, wood, stone somewhere. There's some here. Oh, give myself such a large base. Yeah. Town centre, yeah. And I don't know whether I create a navy or not, but creating a navy is a very good idea to have in this particular map, because if I wanted to go to the enemy, I could create a dock here and a dock here, so I can quickly attack green and red. Now I've got Byzantines. Yes, I do get cannon galleons. So here I am being attacked straight away, and I think this is probably the first time I've ever done something like this. And I've got some camels out here, so I thought they'll probably be best against the cavalry archers, although the camels haven't actually got that much attack or armour, so that's a bit bad. So anyway, I've got this castle here ready to attack this little base, this little army here. So I tried to get a bit more range here. Anywhere else I'm being attacked? Don't think so. There's not really much to say about Coastal. It's just a general type of map with a few things. I have created quite a few town centres already, I believe. Got one there, another one there. Got my original one here. Anything else? I don't think so. So yeah, I think really the best thing to do is to wall off as quickly as you can find where it's best to wall off, because depending on where you're based, I'm actually quite far inland in comparison to here. If I was here, that would be much nicer. I could create a wall all the way down there and just create a nice diagonal, and then possibly create a bit of a wall against this little section here so the enemy can't actually land. And there's a small navy here from green to red. Yeah, red has one as well. And I don't think I've still yet built a dock. I've got this water here. Actually, that would be quite funny if I built a dock here and had some galleons here or something just ready to take out any buildings or whatnot. And I actually sent some people in. I do quite like cataphracts. I only realised recently that cataphracts, I didn't understand the trample damage. I thought what it meant by trample was that, the Byzantines' unique technology is logistica, where cataphracts can cause trample damage. Now I thought by trample damage it meant if you sent them to, for example, if I just got them to run across here, they would do some damage to that crossbowman. because I thought, you know, that's what trampling was. Turns out it wasn't quite that. It's when, if you have a bunch of crossbowmen, for example, here, you know, if I was to attack that one, I would cause that one a bit of damage as well, which is quite useful. Very useful indeed. There is quite a bit of space on this island, and there will be a lot of fighting going along this middle ground. And this is one of the places that get a lot of fighting done. And I need to try and take out this trebuchet as quickly as I can. Do I do that? Yes. Now, depending on what civilization you are, there can be many different ways of trying to... Aeroplane outside. There could be, depending on what civilization you are, there could be many different ways of working your way into the enemies. I mean, I've got a decent one here, because they can just do so much damage to units. They're quite a good unit to have. I thought Byzantines could get 16 damage. I suppose it is only 14. By the way, they've got 5 armour of each, and they've got a lot of health. Quite a surprising amount of health. They're just a generally good cavalry unit to have. I think they're somewhat better than most... sorry, tired. I think they're somewhat better than most of the stable units, if what cheaper. So here we go, I'm making an attack, but of course, being coastal, or playing just against 2 units, I actually will get attacked from different sides, so don't know why that town centre is there. Bit of an odd place to have it. So I'm making an attack here, and I'm just trying to work my way through the gates. Although, I suppose I didn't need to do that, because I could have just walked through there. But either way, here we go. Cataphract's going to destroy all of these buildings and people. Now, in coastal, you will find a lot of these cliffs around, and they do make good walls. You know, for example, I'd use this one here. But also, I mean, it isn't quite the right way around here, but if I was to build a tower here, it would cause a bit of extra damage against people down here, and I would have this space to myself unless the enemy was to use trebuchets. Got enough for a couple more castles. Then he got rid of red. I don't think I actually do build a... don't think I do actually build a navy. I may do later on. But either way, you've got lots of buildings to take out that will be scattered around. I mean, there's a villager there, monastery here, all of this. And I built this castle on slightly higher ground for the extra attack bonus. And I've got some military buildings going up ahead here, but I am still being attacked here. So you do want, even though you want the majority of the army here, you still want a little bit of an army down here. And good, red has resigned. Yeah, you want a little bit of an army down here. Now also when you wall, you don't want, I suppose in anything, you don't want your villagers too close to the wall. I mean, you can see that they're quite a distance away from the wall. I mean, if they were close, they would just be taken out by, for example here, the Janissaries and the cavalry archers. Got lots of nice cataphracts and nice hussars. Yeah, I guess I can only get 2 of the attack upgrades. Oops. I can't remember at all whether the enemy do attack me by navy, so we'll have to see. Yeah, Byzantines can only get an extra 2 attack from the blacksmith. They can't get the final one, blast furnace. Which is a bit of a shame, because that would make cataphracts way more better. I mean, they're brilliant already, but still. Not sure what else to say. Even though Red has resigned, they've got lots of ships here, that's quite nice. And let's have a look at my fog of war. I haven't got spies just yet, but where's the enemy's villagers? The enemy's villagers must be somewhere. Ah, yeah, okay, I remember this one a bit more now. I actually did have to destroy this navy. I got rid of all of the buildings on land that I needed to, I think, at least most of them. Let's see. And so soon I build a navy. I'll just keep it on the fast forward because it's the only way I'm going to get rid of them. Now, of course, because there's not going to be, well, depending on the person, it could be that you need a lot focused on the navy, or maybe not much at all. And it could be that with the enemy, they might try to send transport ships and send them all the way around over here or something, and try to attack here. Now that depends. Of course, that just depends on the person. To have, yeah, I've done spy, so I think actually seen the whole of the map. I think I have actually seen the whole of the map. That's quite interesting. So here we go. Here comes some dots. And I'm just getting those to fire ships because they'll probably just be the best against this type of enemy here. If you build a navy earlier on, then yeah, I would say galleons and cannon galleons would be best, and then a few fire ships. But because I'm just having to destroy the ships remaining, I focus just on fire ships. I'm sure I can get fast fire ships actually, because I get an extra 2 attack. There we go, that's the final one. Yeah, I think Byzantine can get an extra 2 attack when it comes to fast fire ships. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, oh, fire ships plus 20% attack. So yeah, that's the end of that. So I think really the main thing about coastal is the same with Archipelago and Baltic. Well, actually, no, it's probably more similar to Baltic. But it'd be best to focus mainly on land because the enemy, well, mostly on land as well. But because you get this bit of water around the outside, my wall off is here, so I should have built a few docks here and just had a bunch of fire ships ready to attack, and then probably the same up here as well. Just so, you know, when ships come in, or transport ships, you can just get rid of them easily. Try and make use of cliffs, natural walls, or, you know, or simply just building towers on top to take out any enemies below. You'll get plenty of wood, so you can see in my score up here, well, resources, I've got lots of wood, and therefore lots of food, because I've got plenty of farms out and about. And yeah, that's it. So I just want to have a quick look at the map score, 75%. Huh, okay. Maybe I did see 100, I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.